Welcome to Pub Sports Radio. We got the return of Garrett Cole. We got two very, very interesting NBA and NHL playoff games. And of course, this week, the picks in this show that I gave Monday and Wednesday were awesome. 16-4 on Wednesday. So this Friday show should be great again. Tune in and help us break it all down, baby.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Stride. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm trying to...
All right, yep. You can see me like Illuminati. A lot of people always wondered, like, I wonder what Illuminati looks like. Well, you're looking at it right now, baby. You're fucking looking at it. All right. Lighting's a little bit off, but that's okay. Friday. Welcome to Pub Sports Radio. May 22nd. This week has been good. Last week, the picks were a little bit off, which is okay. You have your ups and downs. This week, we've been killing it. On Wednesday, I don't know if you followed and counted, but officially, the official plays I gave 16-4, positive like 11 or 12 units, something like that. Now, a bunch of them were correlated. Sure, I think I had two different games where I had first 3-run line and first 5-run line, so they were correlated. Of course, that just means they're basically like a 2-unit play. Point is, we did well on Monday, and we did even better on Wednesday. We're gonna try to do it again here today. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna keep a brisk pace. I got all my shit open right here. We got to tweet this out. And I've got my fucking mouse is not working so well here, but we're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. Let me find this show, and hopefully it'll be good. I don't even have the video up yet, so I can't shout out the comment section quite yet. And then we're going to have it up. We're going to tweet it out. I think it's going to be good. Today is on Wednesday. There was definitely several games that I really liked a lot, and they wound up being correct. Today, there's a few things that I'm liking, but less confidently, I would say. A lot of interesting situations. A lot of starting pitchers who, we're going to see if they're going to be able to continue to do what they've done. Walker Buehler is starting today. He's been pretty decent, right? Is that likely to continue or not? I'm not exactly sure. We'll talk about it all. Let me first just tweet this out, and then I'll be able to focus. Let me just glance. A shout out Swiggy. Shout out Super True Story. Swiggy Bets. Thank you so much, Swiggy Bets. Cheers. Love the Pete Show. That's one person who loves it, and that's not really what I always say. Like, if there's just one person who loves what I do, I'm going to stop doing it because that's not enough. One person? I need like 8. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, Swiggy Bets. Thank you so much for the compliment. Nasty motherfucking Nate. Super True Story. All right, let me just, I gotta tweet this out. And then we're going to get this done here. Let me see. All right. Okay. Let me just make a nice little tweet here, all caps. Let me just give me a couple seconds to tweet this out. Gather your notes together, everyone. And I'm going to tweet this out because we do need the comment section. We need everything we can get here. Okay, let me just think of something good to write here. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done. Shout out to everyone. I know this is not great video content right here, but we're gonna be rocking and rolling in just a couple seconds. Help us do it all again, baby. 8 exclamation points. Paste the link, and we're done. Double check to make sure I didn't accidentally copy and paste some porn link. There you go. Nope, that is today's show. And let me make sure that we're doing that. Here we go. Damn it, my fucking mouse. All right, we're gonna have once we start rocking and rolling, we're gonna be once we start rocking and rolling, we're gonna have a good show here. Shout out to everyone in the comments section. Here. Where are we? There we go. Yep, there it is. Damn it. Where the fuck is my shit here? All right, that is today's show, right? Okay. Yeah, I think so. All right. Let me just mute that. All right. Shout out to everyone. There we are. Okay. Here we are in the comment section. All right. Nasty motherfucking Nate. Shout out Justin McKelvey. Shout out AM. Oldie. Gerald Jones. All right. Afternoon Cappers best bet. Washington, Atlanta. Yeah, it's like 10 games on today's card that are very interesting. I got I've scratched my head off wondering what to make of all these games. The Washington Atlanta game, you got Michaelis as the primary and then an opener Lovelady, and then you got Elder going for Atlanta. So it does seem like just, Atlanta -1 is just a no-brainer, even though the market might be begging you to take it. I mean, Michaelis is terrible. Washington Penn is terrible. Elder's been awesome. Atlanta is great. Their bullpen is awesome. Washington's pen is terrible. So even at -220 or whatever, you got. Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna keep a brisk pace and get into this one by one. Shout out to JAM Sports. Yeah, I'm always looking to fade Michaelis, even if you don't have the Washington pen going, right? Even if you don't have Elder starting, even if you don't have the Braves lineup and the Braves pen going. I hear you. We'll talk about it. Oh yeah, man. JOL. Pete, do you have any more crazy betting stories? Oh, I do. Oh, I sure do. Unfortunately, the answer to that is yes. Definitely a yes. No doubt about it. Shout out Justin. Shout out to Justin McKelvey. Justin, in the last Spurs game, I did nail that one. We talked about it. AM liked the over. I said I liked it. I was like, it was at the very end of the show, so I probably would have given like Spurs first half or whatever. I wound up just taking OKC. I wound up OKC first half. I wound up just taking OKC team total over, which of course cashed easily. In today's game, I'm thinking OKC is a tiny dog. Just take it, money line. There's some injury issues for the Spurs, and as great as the Spurs are, I think OKC just might be better. And I'm thinking I'm not fucking around with the team totals or halves or totals. I don't know any opinion on the total, Justin McKelvey. I'm just thinking OKC at a small money line dog price. And then the other game, Vegas, Colorado, I have no clue. I mean, it's obviously a big bounce back spot for Colorado, but at the lines, be Vegas or nothing, right? I don't know. We'll talk about that. And Justin, there you go. OKC +1.5 in my pocket. I agree. And if they lose, that's okay because it's a dog line. Spurs are great. They have a few injuries. OKC probably even greater. All right. Let's see. All right. Next game. All right. So that's it. Let's go. Let's go. Let me just get all this shit, everything ready. Everyone in the comments section, and I think we can start. All right, we are going to keep a brisk pace here. Justin likes the Avs over 3. Yeah, there you go. Maybe, yeah, because it's possible they lose 5. I mean, they probably win, but yeah, maybe they lose 5-4. Is that a possibility? Sure. I don't know, man. I didn't touch the first game, and I'm not touching this one. I do know that our man Gorky came in and just said Vegas money line, and I'll be damned, he was right. Okay, let's get into it. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, where are we? All right. Okay, first game on the card. Let's start. Philly and Cleveland. This is a tough one because Sanchez, man, when he's on his game, he is literally lights out. And 24 straight shutout innings from Sanchez. This guy is unreal, right? In the majors, you can have success with big strikeout numbers, or you can have success if you're like a big ground ball pitcher, and Sanchez does both, which is unbelievable. And that's how you get, 24 inning, shutout streaks that could easily continue. Man. I mean, you look at what he's done over the past 3 games, 24 innings, 30 strikeouts, 1 walk, 15 hits. Unbelievable. But, in April, he was good, but far from lights out. And in April, he wasn't, any better than where Gavin Williams is right now. So the question is, are we going to get April Sanchez, or are we going to get a 4th straight May Sanchez start? Philly, of course, a huge favorite here. And Cleveland, off a 4-game sweep at Detroit. They've won 9 of 10 now. So you're not going to get bailed out with Cleveland sucking if Sanchez isn't lights out. And Philly's now lost 2 in a row to Cincinnati. They had a fire lit under them when Mattingly took over, and that lasted for a while. And maybe it's going to be there for a while further, but they did lose 2 in a row at Cincinnati. Before that, they'd been awesome. And I'm just not sure. I think it all just hinges on, do we get April Sanchez or May Sanchez? I think we probably get closer to May Sanchez, but I'm not sure. I was thinking about just no-brainer style, taking maybe Cleveland first 5 team total under. So if If Cleveland pulls it out late after Sanchez is out, although Sanchez goes deep, his outs prop is 19.5 for this one. And if Gavin Williams comes in and does, match Sanchez, then you still can. I just can't take, with Gavin Williams starting and his upside potential, I can't take Philly at that high of a favorite line, or take the 1.5 line either. So sorry, minus a half run line. So let's see what the team total will be right now for Cleveland first five. Under 1.5 minus 175. I mean, yeah, I'd almost rather have under a half at like plus 120 or something. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. Let's look at the market here. And we will keep a brisk pace. Yeah, so the line has moved. Very, very slightly in Cleveland's favor from opening. Philly was like minus 178 at Chris. Now it's minus 170. So it's bounced around, got all the way up to 190 for Philly. And actually, kind of when the limits opened, there was a hit to Philly. But since then, it's come all the way back down 20 cents from that. So I guess that would be either Sanchez won't be awesome, or Gavin Williams will match him. Let's see what happened with the total, and I think we have our answer. They think Williams going to match him, because look at that. It opened at 7, slightly juiced to the over, and now it's down almost a full half run. So that's telling us that, or unless someone's out for Philly, which I guess would explain it, but clearly the market expecting Williams to be able to match Sanchez roughly. So yeah. I think Sanchez will be all right here. Oh, God damn it. Jesus. What's going on here? All right, let me just try to do one thing. I think I'm going to wind up pulling the trigger. It's just, before these last 3 starts for Sanchez, he was very good, but not lights out, and you wouldn't want to be taking a first 5 team total under at a huge favorite line there, like I'll have to be doing here. But I think he is like really the real deal at the moment. Oh, man, you know what? I think I'm going to pass on it. I'm going to have to pass on that first 5 team total. It's so tempting. Let's see what people in the comment section have to say. The video's already over here. All right, I'm a little bit disoriented here. Let's see. All right, let's see what people are liking here. JM Sports hit the Nerfy in Philly. Okay. He says kind of liking it. AM likes the under in this one at 7 minus 120. Well, you beat the move, AM. Very nice. Jermaine says chilly here. Jermaine, don't think I forgot. In that Seattle game with the total of 7, and you said you like running the first, yes, and you nailed it. Shout out. What a call there, Jermaine. You remember that, Jermaine? I remember that game because I wound up taking the first 5 under, like 4 at a favorite line, and it cashed, but there was a run in the first. I remember that, Jermaine. Great call on that one, man. All right, so this one, man, I think I might just have to pass on this one. Maybe I'll be a little bit conservative in today's show. Leaning Cleveland first 5 team total under, even at minus 175 or whatever. And the Sanchez, there's also some slight rain that could affect things a bit. I think they're going to play through it, but it might be damp. It could have a subtle impact. Sanchez outs prop was 19.5. Definitely a small lean to a Williams over 6.5 strikeouts at minus 104. Even though that 1.5 that is really, really high. Let's see where the Williams strikeout prop is now. Yeah, 6.5. It's definitely a lean. That's an official lean, not an official play, but an official lean. Williams over 6.5 strikeouts minus 101, and I guess I'll make the Cleveland first 5 team total under 1.5 minus 178 an official lean, not an official play. Although in retrospect, I might just be totally leaving money on the table because Sanchez is just flat out awesome, but he's not going to do that every single. Maybe he will. Maybe he will, man. With the time crunch, we don't really have time to hem and haw here. All right, so officially, I will pass on this one. Total pass for me, but 2 official leans: the Williams over strikeouts prop and the Cleveland first 5 team total under. Next game on the card: Tampa Bay Yanks. Cole returning. Now this is a crazy one because Yankees a decent sized favorite here, but Nick Martinez has been a revelation for Tampa Bay, right? Absolutely incredible. He doesn't get a ton of strikeouts. He suppresses hits, but not a ton, and he gets more fly balls. So how's he doing it? Probably he has regression coming, but still, it's been very impressive. And of course, when someone puts up numbers like that in the Tampa Bay organization, it's usually at least partially real. And then Cole coming back, first start this year, what's his deal now? When Cole was at the top of his game, he was one of these guys who I would take the opposing team total under, first 5 team total under 1.5, even at -190. Doesn't matter. I'll take it. You can sometimes do that. Now he's coming back from Tommy John surgery, and his minor league rehab starts, I'm not sure what to make of it. Overall, they were not good, but his last one was at AAA. That was the only start he made at AAA, and that was excellent. He went 5 1/3 innings, gave up only 1 run. He got 6 strikeouts. So he had a bunch of rehab starts in the lower levels that were not good, but clearly he was just testing out his pitching and getting comfortable and everything. And then he went up to AAA, and he had by far his best start of the entire minor league run for him. So maybe he is ready here. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to have to take a shot with Tampa Bay first 5. I can't not do that. I can't not do it just because Cole has to be at least. And then you got, and added on to it is that he's going up against Tampa Bay, which is always a team I'm looking to play on as a dog. Definitely thinking Cole under 4.5 strikeouts at plus money. And I don't know exactly what kind of a pitch count he's going to be on, but I did take a shot with under 16.5 outs for Cole at -112. If he struggles, he probably won't get over that. And it's possible, even if he is great, they'll pull him after 5 or 5 1/3 innings or something like that. And you'll cash it. And I also took a shot with Martinez over 15.5 outs at plus money. I can't explain to you why that line was so low. He's been great. I know the Yankees have a lineup that can chase guys, but he's been great. I think out of all of those, my favorite would be the Cole outs prop. So I'll give that one officially, although it's definitely a little risky for sure. He can come back and maybe that AAA start was very impressive. So maybe he is at his top form right now, but I don't know. All right. So under 16.5 outs, -112 for Cole. That'll be an official play. The Martinez outs prop. He could get chased. The Yankee, he's on the road now. He's going to have a dud at some point, and maybe this is it, Not exactly sure. Maybe it is it. Maybe this is it. I don't know. Let's see. The first half, Tampa Bay Rays. All right. I'll take it. And I won't take the +0.5 run. I'll just take Tampa Bay, make it official. First 5 innings, money line, +115. First 5 innings, money line, +115. That's just a line at Pinnacle. You can probably get better somewhere else, but I'm not gonna overthink it. I'll take a shot with it. Let's see what the market says about this one, and then we'll move on. And not much of a move. A very, very tiny market move from opening towards Tampa Bay. Just small bouncing around, a little bit lower than where it opened, and I would agree with that. Full game as well. Definitely a lead to Tampa Bay. Full game as well, and the total has dropped from 8 to 7.5, almost a full half run lower. Yep, and a lot of that came recently after 4 o'clock. So the market obviously expecting Cole to be at least okay, and his AAA start probably supports that. All right, so I'm going to make Cole under outs official. Tampa Bay first 5 money line +115 official. The Martinez outs prop, that'll be a lean +122. Not an official play, he's an official lean. Over 15.5 outs +122 because, of course, his peripherals are not great, and he probably will have a dud at some point, and that could easily come here. So I'll pass on. I'll just make that one a lean. And also leaning Cole under 4.5 strikeouts, although, again, he did get strikeouts in that AAA start, which makes me feel nervous about that one. I guess I'll make that one also just a lean. 4.5 strikeouts +119. That's not an official play. It is an official lean. And then we'll move on. We'll see what people in the comment section have to say. Gerald Jones got Tampa +134 this morning. Yeah, I definitely like him full game, and I'll add a full game lean as well. Tampa Bay full game money line. That's a lean too. That's +126 current line at Pinnacle. I agree with that. I'll just make the +115. So JM Sports, you can get Rays first 5, but the tie is also an option. So that means you're actually getting -0.5, which at Pinnacle would be what? +152. So that's right in line with where the rest of the market is. Let's see. And a 40 kid says Rays smash until they show us otherwise. Yep. Cole be on a pitch count. Absolutely. Judge in a slump. Happy weekend to you, baby. Cole's definitely on a pitch count. So I won't take that strikeouts prop because he could go 5 innings and give up like, get 5 strikeouts. So, but yeah, the Cole outs prop, I like that one a lot. And I also made Tampa Bay first 5 money line and official play as well. Although that one definitely makes me nervous. All right, let's move on. Next game on the, and also it doesn't help that Yandy Diaz might be out. I didn't check the lineup, but he might be out. That's a big bat for Tampa Bay. All right, next game on the card is Pittsburgh and Toronto. Bubba Chandler against Gossman, and Bubba Chandler overall not good. Major issues with walks. Now, he does suppress runs, and even though he struggles a lot, he usually winds up giving up like 2 or 3 in 5. He suppresses hits, but his walks issue is something that he's got to figure out. Gossman, very consistently decent. He then he had his worst start of the year and then bounced back with his best start in his last one. I think he should be okay here, although he weirdly has not done well against Pittsburgh in his career. Just kind of weird. Pittsburgh just kind of 50-50 right now. The Jays are back home. They split their last 4 at the Yankees and won 2 or 3 at Detroit before that. So they're a nice little team there. They are a pretty big favorite here. Chandler looks vulnerable. Will he fix his walks issue? Not exactly sure. But, I was thinking Toronto first 5 might be no-brainer-ish. It's just Chandler's a big question mark here. And I guess Gossman kind of is too. You might get the 2 or 3 run Gossman or the lights-out Gossman. Not exactly sure. Let's look at the market, and then we'll see, check comment section. Then we'll move on. We got to pick up the pace here a little bit, maybe. Damn it. Yeah, the line moved in Toronto's favor about 5 cents or so. So nothing big, just some bouncing around. Small market move in Toronto's favor. And the total, about 10-cent move to the under from opening at Chris. So again, nothing notable there. Small move to the under, small move to Toronto, and the Jays first 5 money line would be minus 162. I just can't. Gossman's not reliable enough to take that big of a favorite line, and Chandler does have enough of an upside, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. Can't take Toronto first 5. Although I will make that one another official lean, non-official play. Jays first 5 minus 162. Non-official play, but that is an official lean. And also slightly into Chandler under 14.5 outs at huge plus money because, again, he does run up high pitch counts with his walks and with his strikeouts, and he tends not to go deep. So let's see where that one is. Pitch outs. Yeah, plus 143. That's another one. Not an official play, but it is an official lean. Under 14.5 outs, plus 143 for Chandler. And then we'll move on. Jermaine says Jay's smash spot. It does. Yeah, maybe I should just take that and just take them full game just in case. But then what if Pittsburgh comes back around? Oh, man. Let me see. Yeah, it does feel like of course. Wow. Yeah, the Jays are just minus 155. Look at that. We do like some volatility there. All right, you know what? I'll do that. You're right, Jermaine. I'm going to take the Jays -1. Full game. Not first 5, full game. Money line minus 155, run line plus 136. That's going to be a very small favorite line. Jays -1, about minus 108 or so. I'll make that official, and we'll see how it shakes out. You're right. You are right, Jermaine. You're right, Jermaine. All right, that's it for that one. Now let's move on. Next game on the card, Minnesota-Boston, Prelip and Tolley. Boston a pretty big favorite here. Minnesota kind of 50-50 right now. Boston, they returned from their 6-game trip. They swept KC in their last series, but KC is in all kinds of trouble right now. And Boston before that was just kind of not hitting. Red Sox do have a significantly better pen. Both these starters, young guys kind of settling in, good. Prelip seems pretty solid. Last start was the best of his career so far. A letdown here, maybe not. And then Tolley, also overall great so far. Suppresses hits. Can that continue? Not exactly sure, but in general, both these teams, a little bit questionable offensively. Both starters I like. Boston has a significantly better pen. So I was thinking about Minnesota team total under, even though it will be low, and then just also leaning under, first 3 under, first 5 under, all that stuff. That's all what I was thinking. Let's look at the market and then the comments section for this one. Yeah, nothing. Money line wise, right where it opened, tiny bouncing around, but nothing notable. Right where it opened, Boston about minus 155 or so, and the total has dropped a full half run at Chris. 8 minus 115, and now it's down to 7.5 minus 117. And I do agree with that. I'd probably take it now, even at 7.5, if I hadn't already taken it at 8. And when did this line move? And yeah, right when the markets opened earlier in the morning. and it really got hit down. So yeah, I'm agreeing with all that. I think the under is a good play here. Let's see. Him says I look like I'm in an operating room. Yeah, just pile on me. I don't have the best presentation all the time. All right, let's see. AM liking the under 7.5 minus 105. I would agree with that. Even after the move, I agree with that. All right, let me see what I want to make official here. Just the first 5 under might even be good. And what's the Minnesota team total? Yeah, I'll make the Minnesota team total under official. Start with that. Twins team total under 3.5 minus 129. That's full game. Twins team total under 3.5 minus 129. Full game. And then definitely a lean to the under, even at 7.5 minus 121. I'll make that an official lean, not an official play, not official pick, but definitely official lean. Red Sox full game money line minus 146. Official lean. Not official pick, but an official lean. And I definitely like totally over 16.5 outs. That'll be an official pick. Let's see where we are at. I bet that one. Where are we at that penny? Oh, it's gone the other direction. That's not great to see, but I'll take it. Over 16.5 outs minus 108 for Tolley. Don't like to see that it's moved a little bit in the opposite direction, but that's an official play for sure. And and Minnesota also had their catcher is out. And he was a big offensive force, so that hurts them as well. Okay, and I guess I'll hold off the first 5 under at 4 minus 122. Well, that's a lean as well. Just 2 official plays though. Totally outs and Minnesota team total under. And now let's move on. Next one, Mets Miami. Tobias Myers, not Peralta. Tobias Myers going up against Yuri Perez. And Myers, a reliever, although he does have a history of starting in the majors, and he was all right. I've been reading here roughly 35 or 40 pitches for Myers. So it's going to be a bullpen day for the Mets after Myers. And Perez, usually gives up 3 or 4. He has been much better at home, although his last start at home against Baltimore was not good, and very small sample sizes this year. So he's probably iffy at home and on the road. Career not good against the Mets. Mets, of course, on 4-game split at Washington, and Miami just lost 3 or 4 to Atlanta. In general, the Mets seem significantly better right now. Probably give a half tick edge to Miami in the pen, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna take anything here. I do kind of like Myers and a low pitch count. I took a shot with Myers under 1.5 earned runs at minus 190. I think he'll be all right. Not sure how deep he'll go, but if he's lights out, they probably won't let him go past 3 anyway. And a small lean to Perez over 5.5 strikeouts at minus 138, even though he tends to struggle. He still gets strikeouts even when he struggles. As far as the side and total is concerned, not sure. Let's look at the market, and then we'll move on. Where are we here? Wow. Okay. All right, because Perez was so it opened with Peralta as the Mets starter, and now with it being a bullpen game, Miami is the small favorite, minus 114, and the total. Let's see where we are here. Total, is about 8. Slightly juiced, not much movement here. Not much movement there. Not much movement. So let's see if Pinnacle has the Myers earned runs. Where are we? Oh, see, now it's down to a half. Yeah, at minus 101. I don't know. All right, let's see if Caesars has the old 1.5, and then let's look at the Perez strikeouts. 5.5 minus 114. Yeah, it's going down. I do kind of like the over, even though I also expect him to struggle. Lean to the Mets here. Let's see. And Stacks, play of the day from Justin McKelvey, the over 8 minus 110. That makes some sense. Yes, because Perez, whether he gets the strikeouts or not, tends to struggle. And then you got a bullpen game from the Mets, which is, dicey. Any bullpen guy can blow up at any point. Does make some sense. Let's see if the market, and then no real move on the total from market. So I definitely don't disagree with that opinion there from Justin McKelvey. Let's see. Myers. See if we can get a 1.5 here. Earned runs. Where are we? Myers. Yeah, 190. Should I take that one? He could blow up too. I'm going to pass on that one. That's going to be an official lean. Myers under 1.5 earned runs, even at minus 190. A lot of official leans here. And I'll make Perez over 3.5 strikeouts minus minus 114, just a lean, just an official lean. So 2 more official leans, not official plays. And as far as the rest of the game is concerned, I'll be rooting for the over because Justin's on it. As far as the side is concerned, I don't know. Free play, I guess I'd chuck it on the Mets just because Perez should give up a few, and they just seem like a better team right now. All right, next game on the card in MLB. Where are we? Detroit and Baltimore. This is a tough one because there is some rain in the forecast. Not sure where that rain will wind up, but you got Flaherty against Bassett. 2 struggling guys here, kind of. Flaherty hasn't been good in May, but he did get 10 strikeouts 3 starts ago. Other than that, his strikeout and walk numbers haven't been good. His last start wasn't super awful, but he's one of those guys who just like kind of struggles, but then also has some peripherals that hint that he's not that bad. And then Bassett really alternating good and bad starts off a bad one. He's been much better at home this year in a tiny sample size. His last 2 home starts were great. And so he is an old guy. So the question is, can he do it again? And then you got the weather issue here as well. They might just play through the weather. So it's probably going to rain through the game, but not necessarily that hard. Possible there's an in-game delay. So this is all very uncertain here. Bassett doesn't really inspire confidence. If there's anything I was thinking about, maybe a shot with the under, even though both these starting pitchers don't really inspire complete confidence. They'll inspire a little confidence. Bassett, again, last 2 home starts were great. Flaherty, 3 starts ago, had 10 strikeouts. So that's pretty good. But other than that, just not sure what to make of it. We'll look at the comment section and the market and move on here. And it's now Aiken. Is Aiken the starter now? Oh, I missed that. All right, so forget this. Aiken's the starter. Is it Aiken? Oh, yeah, so Bassett's the primary. All right. I'm just going to pass on this one. Total pass. We'll see if anyone in the comment section likes anything here. AM likes under. Yeah, that'd be my lean. If you gave me a free play to throw it at anything, I'd throw it on the under. Okay. Yeah, maybe I will make that one an official play. I don't know. No, I'll just pass on it. I'll just pass. It definitely looks okay, the under. But I'm going to pass. All right, let's move on. Next game on the card. Here we go. Washington, Atlanta. Michaelis, primary, Lovelady, the opener for Washington, and Bryce Elder starting for Atlanta, and Elder has just been a revelation. Overall, great, 4 awesome starts, 6 very good starts, just great. And then beyond that, you got Atlanta, of course, awesome this year, huge bullpen edge for them as well. This one also has some rain issues, though, so I'm not exactly sure what is, it's going to be light or heavy or when or where, but I got to think that Atlanta -1 is just no-brainerish, right? Got to think Atlanta -1 is just no-brainerish. Let's look at the market moves here. If what they were, where are we? Atlanta, yeah. Okay, so wow. So someone must be out for Atlanta then. Someone's out. A huge move in favor of Washington coming around at about 4:15. So about a 25-cent move in favor of Washington at 4:15. So someone or some people are out of the Atlanta lineup. Okay, I still like them though. Maybe I like him even more now because I don't trust Michaelis. The Elder seems like we can trust him, and big bullpen edge for Atlanta as well. And then the total also dropped a half run. So someone's out for Atlanta. Not even going to bother checking. Now I really will take Atlanta -1 though. Now I am going to fucking do it. Atlanta -1 after the move. That's going to be an official play. So money line -184, 1.5 line is +109. So that should come to about, -135 or -140 or so. Atlanta Braves -1. Official play. And then I also like the Elder under hits prop, and I'm going to take that. And if there is rain shenanigans and he gets, he's pitching well, but then gets yanked after 3 innings or something like that, that just helps it. So I'm going to take that one as well. Let's find it. I got 136, and that's where it is right now. Okay, so that's another official play. Elder under 5.5 hits, -136. I'm taking that one. And the Elder strikeouts prop is very low, but again, with rain, I'm not gonna touch that one. Atlanta first 5 team total over also looks good, but I don't know how much you want to push here. Let's see what that is. First 5, 2.5 -112. I mean, you got this guy. You got this fucking dude, Lovelady, who has real control issues, and then Michaelis. but I'm not gonna quadruple up on all this stuff. Just gonna take Elder under hits prop, Atlanta -1 after the move, and that's it. But I won't make an official lean. Another official lean: Braves first 5. Team total over 2.5 -112, but that's definitely just a lean. Let's look at the comment section and then move on. AM likes the over 8.5 -120. Let's see. Okay, and now all right, let's close that out and move on. Moving right along here. Dodgers and Milwaukee. This is a very tough one. I actually did not bet this one at all, and I think I'm just going to pass. Comment section, if there's anything you like here, let me know, but I'm just going to go over the factors, look at the market. This is very tough, kind of in a good way because both teams are good, and both pitchers have been great. Robleski starting for the Dodgers. Overall, he's been great. He did get crushed 2 starts ago against Atlanta, so maybe give him a small pass on that one. But his last 6 starts besides that one were awesome. He is a fly ball guy who doesn't get strikeouts, though, but still, he's getting it done. And then the other side, you have Logan Henderson from Milwaukee, who's been having short starts, but very good, getting strikeouts, limiting walks, hits okay. He's also a fly ball guy. So both these starting pitchers, kind of impressive. Both teams winning. Dodgers won 5 of 6 on their current trip. Now they won 7 of 8. And Milwaukee back home from their trip, they won 5 of 6, coming off a sweep at Wrigley. So I guess I'd be leaning Milwaukee just a little bit. And tempting to lean under. Because both bullpens pretty good. Starters pretty good. But I'm going to hold off on that one. The Henderson outs prop was weirdly low. It was 14.5. A big favorite line on the over, but that's a very, very low one. Very low total. I mean, outs prop. Don't really know, can't really explain it. All right, so let's look at the market moves and then the comment section, and then we'll move on. Let's see what happened here. Dodgers and Milwaukee. All right, so about a 10-cent move to Milwaukee. Milwaukee opened as a tiny dog, and now they're actually tiny favorites. So plus 102 to minus 108 at Chris. So that's not a huge move, but that is a dog to favorite flip. And it didn't come. Well, when did that move come? Yeah, did not come when it actually came way before the limits opened. So that means nothing pretty much to me. And then after the limits opened, there was nothing. So this game I had nothing on, and the market is telling me absolutely nothing as well. Let's look at the total. Total jumped up a bit, about a little, less than a half run, but a clear move to the over, a small clear move to the over, which is kind of interesting in light of the starting pitching and bullpens involved, at least by the numbers. But I can dig it. Both lineups can also be very productive. This is just going to be a total pass for me. I don't think I can pull the trigger on the Henderson outs prop because he could get chased. He is a fly ball pitcher, and the Dodgers, of course, have a tough lineup, so he get caught. At some point, he is going to get caught, maybe repeatedly. Hasn't happened yet. All right, total pass for me. We'll see if anyone in the comment section has anything on this one. All right, the fix is in. 6934 likes Milwaukee. Jermaine likes under 8.5. Okay. I mean, yeah, 2 nice little pens, 2 nice little starting pitchers, 2 nice little lineups, though. But all right, I'll be rooting for under because Jermaine's on it, but I'm gonna completely pass on Dodgers Milwaukee. Not even any leans. Next game on the card: Seattle KC. Gilbert against Cameron. Seattle just won 2 of 3 against the White Sox, but they still are having some issues. Average at best right now. KC would kill to be average at best right now, right? KC against the Angels. Even money on both sides. Who are you taking? I don't even know. To be perfectly honest with you. That's how bad things have gotten at KC. They just got swept by Boston. They're terrible. They're not hitting right now. Seattle also has been better on the road so far this year. Seattle's the kind of team that sometimes does have issues at home, and then they get a lot better when they go on the road. Starting pitching is Cameron against Gilbert. Gilbert, pretty high volatility, got crushed in his last start, but 2 starts ago was lights out. So he's been weird. He's had just and the reason he got hit in his last 3 starts was home runs. He gave up 7 home runs in the 2 starts where he got crushed. So he just has an issue with home runs. Not sure how much Casey is likely to threaten him here with that. And weirdly, he's actually so far, but he's been bad at home this year, but very good on the road. Usually it's the opposite for Seattle pitchers, and that'll probably even out for him. And then you got Cameron going for KC. First 2 starts this year were great, but then his last 8 have been mediocre at best. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher as well. looking like he's going to be vulnerable here, looking like another 3 or 4 earned run, 5 or 6 inning start from Cameron here. So I'd have to be leaning Seattle, although Gilbert is at some point, KC's going to win a game, right? And I don't really like them going up against Gilbert, who has such, home run tendencies, fly ball pitcher. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I think here. Small lean to Gilbert under 60.5 outs at plus money. And his earned runs prop was very low. His earned runs prop was 2.5. The over was a dog line. And he's got over 2.5 earned runs in 6 starts in a row at home and on the road. And Seattle should have a lineup that can be productive. But I'm not sure. Let's look at the market, and then I'll go to the comment section and move on. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, wow, a pretty big move in favor of KC. Look at that. Holy crap. That surprises me a little bit. 25-cent market move in favor of KC. They're plus 122 dog on opening. Now they're still they're minus 102, so they're almost even now with Seattle. Let's see when that line when that happened. Yeah. It didn't happen right when the limits opened, which is a little bit telling, but it happened pretty much like an hour after that. So a big market move in favor of KC. Also and nothing on the total, just right where it opened. Right where it opened. All right, what do you think? Comment section. Fixes in because KC will win Sunday. We need to know what's going to happen tonight, man. Jermaine liking the Yurfie, but laying off if it's not plus money. Fixes in like in a Seattle and Detroit parlay. Okay. All right. Gorky hitting us up with some stuff. Shout out Gorky. Birmingham Stallions. All kind of whacked out shit from Gorky. I'm going to copy and paste that. I might just blindly tail it all. Great to see you in the comment section, Gorky. And all jokes aside, great fucking call on Vegas moneyline in game 1, Gorky. Man, that was a ballsy call. When I saw that, I winced inside a little bit. I'm like, you're going to take a team to beat Colorado in Colorado. I don't care who you're taking. I'm going to want 2-1 on that one. But they got it. They got it nicely. Awesome call there, Gorky. What do you think about game 2? Let us know what you think. All right, so this one, I think I'm going to pass. Leans would be Cameron under 16.5 outs at plus money and over 2.5 earned runs at plus money as well. But I think I'm going to pass on both those. Although I will make the Cameron outs prop an official lean. So a lot of official leans in this one. Only a few official picks. And wow, that's really moved. So now it's 16.5 under minus 123. So I'll make that an official lean. 16.5 under 16.5 outs minus 123 for Cameron. I got it at plus 103. It's definitely moved. And his earned runs prop, I couldn't not take it. It's still at plus money. We'll see. I think I like the outs prop a little bit more. But I'm gonna hold off on that one as well. Just a lean. The Cameron is definitely official lean, but not an official play. Next one, Texas and the Angels. All right, we got we got 4 more MLB games. All right, we got to pick it up. Texas against the Angels. DeGrom against Grayson Rodriguez. DeGrom, he's great. He's aging though. 2 of his last 3 starts he got hit, but the one in between was awesome. The 5 before that were awesome. So he's still getting a lot of strikeouts. What's gonna happen here? He'll probably be okay because the Angels are so anemic offensively. And then the other side, you get Grayson Rodriguez. First start this year, he got absolutely crushed, but his velocity was there. He hit 99 with his fastball. He still got 4 strikeouts, and of course, he's been out for a long time, coming back from injuries, lat, shoulder, elbow injuries, everything. So he got crushed in his first start back. But again, the velocity was there. He should be at least a bit better going forward. And you got Texas against the Angels. Texas just won 2 of 3 at Coors, and the Angels are just a disaster. Angels against KC, even up. I don't even know who I'd pick. They've lost 9 of 10, just bad right now. And I definitely took a shot with Rodriguez under 16.5 outs because even if he's good or better, which he should be, he gets a lot of strikeouts and walks. He runs up high pitch counts. So I will make that official unless it's completely crashed. Let's see where that is. Rodriguez outs under. Oh man, it's 17.5 outs now at Pinnacle. Wow, I was on the wrong side of that one. Holy crap! All right, I guess I'm gonna trust my take on it. Yeah, I mean, his velocity was there, so he should be better. But I don't know if that necessarily means that he's gonna. I think his strikeouts prop is good if you think that's gonna happen. I don't know about that outs prop. Where is it? All right. Wow. It's really all over. All right. I'm going to take Grayson Rodriguez under 17 and a half outs minus 140. That's an official play. Under 17 and a half outs minus 140. That's official. Current line at Pinnacle. But clearly the market expecting Rodriguez to be okay, right? Look at that. What's his strikeouts? 5.5. I mean, I can see it. He did get 4 in his last start, and the velocity was there. All right, let's look at the all right, we are going to have to pick it up, unfortunately, here. Small move in favor of the Angels. Okay, but very, very tiny. It really bounced around. Look at this. At Chris, at one point, it went, wow, 15 at 11 o'clock, it dropped 13 cents. And then at 11:15, it went back up about 12 cents. And then at 12:18, it went back up again. That looks like some funny business going on there. Okay, I think someone wants Texas here. That would be my take. Just glancing at the Chris movement, I think someone wants Texas, and then the total, nothing really, no real movement from where it opened. All right, I think Texas might be the play here. Someone wants him though, and I'm on Rodriguez under. That's an official play. 17 and a half outs, minus 140, and DeGrom, he should be good, but I'm not going to make any other bets on this one. Let's see what Abe says. If you are betting the Angels, seek help. Absolutely. And I can provide that. Very, very reasonable fees. If you are betting the Angels and you need some help, $40 an hour is what I charge. Hit me up on X. I can, and I also do I can give therapy for all in on public plays syndrome, if anyone is suffering from that as well. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at Justin McKelvey likes Rangers first 5 in my pocket. Yeah, it feels no-brainerish, doesn't it? AIPP, all in on public plays syndrome. I offer counseling for that as well. All right. That's going to be it. Let's move on. Yeah, it might be that like Texas first 5 is just super obvious and just leaving money on the table if you don't take it. All right, next one. The A's in San Diego, Springs against Buehler. Buehler, not too terrible. Not that good, but not too terrible. He's definitely not auto fade. He's definitely not getting crushed, and he's definitely been much better at home. So Buehler is okay right now. Springs overall not bad, one dud, couple of 4-run games. The other 7 overall pretty good. Not lights out, but definitely 1 or 2 runs in 5 or 6 innings. A's just won 3 of 4 at the Angels. Again, that you throw that out, grain of salt. San Diego just lost 2 or 3 to Dodgers, but overall they're okay. San Diego, much better pen though. And there are 2 plays that I took here. I definitely took Springs under 5.5 hits at like minus 137. That could lose, but I think according to my numbers, the percentages are okay. So, and now now it's down to 4.5 at plus money at Pinnacle. Hopefully they'll still have it at Caesars here. I took Springs under 5.5 hits at minus 137, and I also took a shot with the A's first 5. Springs against Buehler. Buehler's nice, and he's better at home. But I think Springs, should also be okay here. And let's see. Hopefully we can still get a 5.5 here with hits. Come on, baby. Springs. All right. Oof, man, 157. All right. We'll make that official. I got 137, but we're going to take 157. Springs under 5.5 hits minus 157. That's an official play. I got 137. All right. We'll take it. And then the first 5. Well, let's look at the market here. Yep, small move to the A's, and it was recent. So, small market move to the A's. They're still a dog, but about a 7 or 10 cent move in their favor, and then probably nothing on the total. Let's look at it. Let's look at the total. No. Oh, whoa. Okay, a full half run drop to the under. So the market expecting Buehler to not get crushed, which I would as well. Yeah. The under probably is a nice little play, just a little one though. But I agree with that lean. And San Diego also has a much better pen, I think. So let's look at this first 5 line here. The A's. The A's are actually a favorite in the. Wow, look at that. Yeah. All right. I was going to take the A's at plus money, plus a half minus 152, but instead I'll just take the A's first 5 money line. If it ties, I'll take a push. Minus 108. A's first 5 money line, minus 108. That's official to go along with Springs. Look at the comment section, and then we will, and AM says off this game, but its pods are passed. A's only look good because they played the Angels. Yeah. But I like Springs here, and all right, we'll see. See how it goes. Definitely nice to see that the first 5, the market is supporting my look at the first 5. All right, next game on the card, Colorado and Arizona. Tell us what you think, everyone. Colorado, Arizona. Sugano against Soroka. Both these starting pitchers faced the other team in their last game at Coors, and they both did all right. Sugano had a pretty good one. Soroka did as well. Got a lot of strikeouts. Arizona's a huge favorite here, which is understandable because Colorado is pretty shitty right now. Arizona won 4 in a row on their current homestand, and before that won 2 of 3 at Coors. And Soroka, very good overall, been awesome at home. And Sugano has been okay on the road. His last start, he got hit hard at Philly, but okay, give him a little bit of an excuse of a pass on that one. Doesn't really get strikeouts, has walk issues, only suppresses hits a little bit on the road. So Sugano's okay on the road, but nothing great. Soroka, though, I think is the real deal, but I don't know about this huge favorite line. I was thinking maybe about the Colorado first 5 team total under, maybe the Soroka under 2.5 earned runs. I'm not sure if Colorado is going to get to him here, and then and maybe even though Soroka already faced him and got 8 strikeouts against him at Coors, maybe just to do it again at just 5.5 over minus 155. I'm not sure. Let's look at the market and in the comment section, and then we'll move on. And so there's been a huge move towards Arizona. Yeah, like a 25-cent move towards Arizona, which is, I was trying to find some way to pull the trigger on it, but just couldn't get there earlier. And now there's been a huge move in their favor. And let's see what the roof is supposed to be open here, but no wind, low humidity, and not super hot, just right around 90, but a dry heat. Total has gotten bet up a little bit, up to 9. All right, let's see what people in the comment section have to say, and then I'll decide what I'll make official here. Let me see, man. You know what? I don't know. That Soroka strikeouts, it's so all right. The over strikeouts prop for Soroka, just an official lean, not an official play, official lean. Over 5.5 minus 147. That is an official lean, but not an official play. I also kind of like Sugano under 5.5 hits at plus money. I think he probably will be okay here. Sugano under 5.5 hits at plus money, plus 118. That'll also be an official lean, but not an official play. Official lean, but not an official play. And let's look at the Colorado first 5 team total. Yeah, 1.5 at plus 106. I mean, I think Soroka is all right. I'll make that one official. Official play, Rockies first 5 team total under 1.5 plus 106. Current line at Pinnacle. We'll make that official. I do like Soroka here. Lean to the under, I guess. Even though this is their second time facing these guys. All right, I'm spending too much time on this damn game here. All right, yeah, but definitely Sugano under hits is a lean official. Soroka over 5.5 strikeouts is a lean official. And the Colorado team total is an official play. Now, the last game on the card and in MLB is White Sox and San Francisco. Even on both sides, kind of Davis Martin against McDonald. Both these starting pitchers, great, right? Martin has been lights out for 8 starts in a row. He suppresses hits and home runs, even as a fly ball guy. And then you got McDonald, who had some issues in the minors. I was suspicious of what he would be able to do in the majors, but he's been really great so far. His first start, I remember someone in this show liked his over strikeouts prop, and they nailed it. He gets grounders. He can get strikeouts. He's been excellent. So, this one, no-brainer-ish. I was like an under, first 3 under, first 5 under. I think Martin's for real. I think McDonald is for real as well. And let's see what the market has to say here. Comment section. Then we'll move to playoff games. Let's see. All right. So not much move on the money line as far as from the open. It's opened at White Sox a teeny favorite, and now there's still a 3-cent move towards San Francisco, but basically nothing. At one point, San Francisco was a small favorite, but then it flipped back. So nothing really notable, but it seemed like the under was a no-brainer-ish thing here. Yeah. Opened at 7.5 minus 127. It's dropped, not hugely though. Now it's 7 minus 122 to the over and plus money on the under. So not a huge drop to the under, but a move, but a solid move. The move is there. Let's see the comment section, and then we'll make some stuff official here, and then we will move on. I mean, the first 5 under. just seems like it's just so no-brainerish, right? It's got to be right. And the first three, right? All right, I'll make that official. First five under 4 minus 119. Current line at Pinnacle. Make that one official. And I think we'll also double up, even though, it does make me a little bit nervous. You know, McDonald could have a blow up here. I think that I also like White Sox first five. Let's see. Yeah, let me see. You know what? Screw the first five. We're not going to double up, and I think I want the first three instead. So I'm going to take first five under is a lean, but the first three under 2.5 minus 135. That's an official play. I will though take the White Sox first five, and that will be all right, minus 109 at Pinnacle. White Sox first five money line minus 109. We'll make that an official play, and the Giants first five team total under. I mean, Martin really is, I think, the real deal here, basically, right? All right, we won't take that, but we'll just take the White Sox first three under, and a few others. We'll take Martin under 5.5 hits. I definitely hit that one at minus 139. Let's see where it is now. Hits. Oof, minus 157. Damn it. All right, well, maybe I'll take it anyway. Let's see. I got it at 139, and I got it at 139. Yep, there you go. Caesars. All right, Davis Martin under 5.5 hits, minus 139, still there. I do like McDonald over 4.5 strikeouts and the outs prop as well, though. Man, what should I do here? I'll take McDonald over 16.5 outs. And so I got a bunch of official plays on this one. McDonald over 16.5 outs. That's an official play as well. That'll be a minus 118. Current line at Caesars. And McDonald over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 150. I think I'll just make that one a lean, right? Just make that one a lean, an official lean, I guess. 154. Yeah, we'll just make that one a lean. That's an official lean, not official pick. McDonald over 4.5 strikeouts, minus 154. And there we go. That's all my stuff for that game. And then we got a couple minutes to look at the playoff games, and then we will wrap it up. Let's look at the comment section. AM liking the over in this one. Okay. All right. So we got two playoff games. First one, OKC Spurs. Justin McKelvey says he likes OKC plus 1.5, and I agree with that. Of course, the first game, incredible, great for the Spurs. Game two, I did give OKC team total over, and that one cashed. Of course, they covered, and the first half they covered. It was the very end of the show, so I was about to give maybe the first half team total over and the OKC first half -4. And the first quarter was even, but then they ran away with in the second half, so that one did cash. So I probably should have had a couple extra wins there. This one, again, the Spurs could win it, but I think I'm going to take just OKC full game money line, and that's it, and just leave it there. I'm not sure whether it's going to be higher or lower scoring. It's definitely gotten bet up. Look at that. Total has gotten up to like 218.5. There's also, Fox is out, and then and Dylan Harper is, I believe, out for the Spurs as well. But we're going to take, I won't take the 1.5. I'll just take OKC money line plus 109, current line at Pinnacle. OKC money line plus 109. Interesting, the total, though, has gotten bet up. I'm not sure I agree with that. Opened at 216. Now it's all the way up to like 218.5. I mean, I understand it. I like game two over, as did AM. I'm not sure. I'm not really, that could happen here, but I'm definitely not seeing it as a great call, as a great play. 216 it open. Now it's up to 218. All right. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to take OKC money line. AM does like the over here, though. 217.5. Okay. That's where the market has gone. I can dig it. I can see it, but I'm not going to bet it. And then last game that we're going to talk about here, Vegas and Colorado, game 2. You tell us, everyone. I know Jimmy the Bagger's on Colorado -1. Gorky like Vegas money line. Unbelievable. Gorky came over the top and cashed with the big money line call for Vegas. I didn't give anything official on it. I said if you gave me your free play, I'd take the over 6. Of course, it went to 6, so that one pushed. I don't know. Colorado should be sharper here. They should bounce back. It's definitely a Colorado spot. And at -135, I would be pounding the hell out of Colorado. At -180, I don't fucking know. Let's see where it is right now. It's and the line's gotten bet down 15 cents towards Vegas. Opened Chris -180, dropped to 165. Yeah, I like Colorado here, the Colorado spot, but at 180, it would have been Vegas or nothing for me. Just can't really see that big. I mean, this is a freaking NHL playoff game. How are you going to make one team minus 180 favorite? Are you kidding me? Nothing really on the total. Opened at 6, slightly juiced to the under, and it's still, slightly juiced to the over, and it's still 6, slightly juiced to the over. Let's see if anyone likes anything. Yep, and AM says Cale Makar out. And since then, the line has gone Vegas heavy. Right. Makar was, banged up. AM likes Vegas plus 1.5. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is going to be an intense game. What about the over? Maybe is Colorado going to clamp down? They might, though. They lost game 1. These teams change things up in the playoffs. They might be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. The first period under might be good here. What about that, AM? Should I shock the world and give first period under? What about that? Colorado, are they going to come out and just try to go gangbusters on Vegas? No, I think they're gonna be like, all right, let's clamp down on D and not let these guys fucking get out to a lead. You know what? I'm gonna give that as an official play. It might lose. First period under 1.5 minus 106. Of course, both these teams can be explosive offensively. It is the friggin' NHL playoffs, though. First period under 1.5 minus 106. That's an official play. We'll see how it turns out. We're 2 minutes overtime, but it was another great show. Thanks to everyone in the comments section. This was a lot of fun again. We'll see you on Monday, baby.
It's easier to sleep in the black when you're losing your ass and feeling so. You know what to do. Tune in to Pop Sports Radio. Easier to sleep in the black. It's easier to sleep in the black. It's a roller coaster ride. You're gonna catch a bad beat. No problem, keep your head up and just bet the spreadsheet. It's easier to sleep in the black. It's easier to sleep in the black. All thanks to Jeff Slaughter. These shows have our backs. POD's always rolling, especially the stats. Easier to sleep in the black. It's easier to sleep in the black. We got Jimmy, Jose, Dabby and the fam. Dutch wine time, Spooner and OG Wham. So hit the like button. Don't say that you can't. If you know what's best, just put your money on tape.